The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of Bronxnet or the program underwriters.
Bronxnet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Open, where we bring you the best of arts, music, sports, entertainment, and so much more. I'm your host, Rhina Valentin, your café con leche. As always, we have an amazing show for you today. We start things off with some ideas for getting out of the house on this weekend in our open weekend preview. That's right. Then we'll hear about the Academy of Mount St. Ursula's open house. After that, we'll talk about the Riverdale Festival of the Arts with two of the three founders. Plus, Bobby C has the latest in sports in our sports roundup. And finally, in our Open Artist Spotlight, our guests will groove their way into your hearts, people. So stay right here, all that and more heading your way, because now we are officially open. Café con leche every Friday. That's right, every Friday morning that is. And you know, we are always inviting you in because, you know, we want to hear from you. When I say we're always inviting you in, we're inviting you to send us any feedback you have on the show and or previous shows. And all you got to do is send us an email to open@bronxnet.org. And of course, we are online 24/7 by going to bronxnet.org. That is. And guess what, people? We are down with the Twitter. We are tweeting too. And if you want to send us a message or two or more, all you got to do is tweet us at Bronxnet TV, and that's 2 T's. All right, so it's Friday, people. Don't you just love that word? It's probably my favorite word. Yeah, and you know what that means. That means what? That the weekend is here. That's right. So if you don't have anything to do, we have some suggestions for you. As you know, we always have a few hints at some events around the city that might pique your interest, because it is now time for our open weekend preview. And first up, we have Fly Babies Piojos. Yes, Fly Babies Piojos. It's Pregones Theater's a new musical comedy, which is written and directed by Rosalba Rolón, the internationally known theater maker, winner of USA Artist Fellowships in Theater Arts, and an inspired mashup in fact and fiction. That's right, the play is everything you want to know about lice. Ugh. But we're afraid to ask. Yeah, it will be performed in English and Spanish with subtitles October 21st through November 20th. That's not the image of Piojos. Yes, there it is, the Fly Babies Piojos, and that is located at Pregones. And Pregones Theater is actually, it's going to be taking place at Pregones, and Pregones Theater is located at 575 Walton Avenue, and that's in the Bronx between 149th Street and 150th Streets. And for more information on Fly Babies Piojos at Pregones Theater, you can call them at 718-585-1202. And that play opens up October 21st and will be actually happening. It's going to be happening until November 20th. Yes, that's a nice run. And of course, you can visit them and obtain more information by going to pregones.org, www.pregones.org. And next, marionettes. That was that image of the little firemen puppets that you saw. Yeah, they're actually with a message. It's marionettes with a message, and it's learning life skills through the arts. Will be actually at the Bronx Writers Center in Westchester Square Library. That's happening this Saturday, October 22nd from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And basically, they're puppets with a purpose. Yes, Nilda Garces marionettes will teach kids and their families what to do in case of a natural disaster. The Bronx Council on the Arts and the New York City Office of Emergency Management sponsors this event. It's going to be happening in the Westchester Square Library once again, and that is located at 2521 Glebe Avenue, and that's also in the Bronx. For more information, you can go to www.colorofheroes@eventbrite.com, and that is to RSVP actually. And just so you know, the ages are from 4 and up. It's a puppet message, marionettes with a message, which I think is kind of cool. We're going to be there, me and my daughter, that is. So hopefully you guys will join us. And finally, the Nuyorican Poets Cafe is hosting the local comedy jam starring the star and Creator Emmy Award winner Mike Robles on October 22nd at 10 p.m. You may recognize Mike Robles as the star of Comedy Rumba on Bronxnet or as the star of Que Locos and Comedy Picante. The Nuyorican Poets Cafe is located at Manhattan's Lower East Side at 236 East 3rd Street between Avenue B and C. And for more information on local comedy jam or the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, you can go to www.nuyorican.org. And once again, that's happening October 22nd, Saturday at 10 p.m. Mike Robles in the house back in NYC. All right, people, that is all we have for this weekend's preview. Not to say that there isn't a lot more to do. Make sure you go to www.ilovethebronx as the Tour de Bronx is happening this Sunday as well. So make sure you get out there and take advantage of all those fun events. All right, we'll be right back with some more opens, so don't you go anywhere.
Whether new to the work of inspirational speaker, professor, and now author of You Are More Than Good Enough, or longtime follower of Gloria Rodriguez, as is the case of television journalist Marisol Castro, it was standing room only at the Poets Den Theater and Gallery, located on East 108th Street in East Harlem.
And Gloria's just one of these people where I may not hear from her or may not speak to her, but the minute I see her, it's like, oh, you pick up where you left off.
Rodriguez is the founder and director of the Almas Women's Collective, an organization to help women reclaim their honor. She is also a sought-out speaker both nationally and internationally. She is taking it a step further by writing this book. She hopes will further provide women with the tools needed to help discover their authentic voice.
I love her and it's so pleasant to meet her. I didn't know about her before, but now she's going to be like kind of my leader.
Bronxnet host of Open, Rhina Valentin, who is also CEO and founder of La Reina de Barrio Productions, is also a fan. She explains that Rodriguez has made it her life mission to open her personal journey to freedom and power to others so they can experience the same.
This year she decided to do a bi-weekly thing every month, and so we all kind of bonded. Not the whole 25 women that usually meet every year, but it was a more intimate group, and I think us meeting together so much more consistently, we were able to kind of support each other, and I would like to think that our meetings even assisted her finally birthing this book.
Rodriguez read excerpts from her book, then signed copies. She wants her readers to discover what gets in the way of people discovering their purpose and then find a balance allowing them to quickly move forward.
I think everybody has an internalized inner critic, and it can be different for different people. For me, it's the critic. My critic comes off as a perfectionist. And so it's a very harsh voice. It's a voice, and when I say voice, I mean a thought, a belief, a part of ourselves that has developed over time. So based on our experience over time, we each have our own critic.
For more information on the book, You Are More Than Enough, or to find out about lectures or classes being given by Gloria Rodriguez, you can go to dealmas.org. That's DEALMAS.org. For Bronxnet, this is Arlene Makoko.
And thank you for that, Arlene Makoko, and thank you to Bronxnet for actually participating in this event that I also happen to be a part of, which was rather inspiring and empowering, to say the least. So yes, thank you. And of course, welcome back to the studio. Rhina, Valentin here, and you know we are always inviting you to join in, and all you got to do is tweet us now while we're on air at Bronxnet TV, and or you can send us an email to bronxnet.org. All right, so we're going to move it right along to our first guests, and our first guests are the president and director of the Academy of Mount St. Ursula, a Catholic school dedicated to instilling a love of learning in their student. That's right, it's the oldest Catholic girls' school in New York State. So here to tell us more about the school and its upcoming open house, we welcome Father John Vigilante, Julia Myers Bartley, and a member of class of 2012, which means she's graduating soon, Alexandria Tagliaferro. I had to throw the Spanish flavor there. Tagliaferro. That was Tagliaferro.
Yeah.
Yes. Just because, two R's is rrr.
Yeah.
Good
morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, absolutely. We are really excited to share with our viewers this wonderful open house opportunity to the Academy of Mount St. Ursula. So Father?
Well, I appreciate this opportunity, Rhina. This is our 158th year in existence.
Wow.
Here in the Bronx. And we're located at Bedford Park Boulevard here, near the Botanical Gardens. And we're excited about this open house because this is the first year we actually produced a TV commercial for the school.
Nice.
It was filmed in June on the school property with our students. And it's been airing on Cablevision here in the Bronx since mid-September. And we're trying to really get the word out about a great school and great students.
Nice. And hopefully we'll be able to see a little bit of that video as well. So just share a little bit about what the open house entails.
Well, we'll be showcasing why we're such an amazing school, I think. I'm an proud alum
Nice.
of Mount St. Ursula. And for me, going back and bringing new students in will be a wonderful opportunity. I've been going out, as a recruiting director, I've been going out to local Catholic schools, also actually public schools as well, meeting 8th graders and 7th grade girls, asking them what their needs are, what they're looking for in their next 4 years. It's a big decision. And for parents too, because, the cost of education it's going up, and everybody wants to get, good quality for what they're paying for. So, our school has a lot to offer. We have amazing partnerships with the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And we also have amazing partnerships with the Juilliard School where, for example, we have the teachers from the Juilliard School are able to come to Mount St. Ursula and they teach girls how to play various instruments, 2 or 3 times a week. No other school has that program.
That's good.
Yeah, and we also have an opportunity for the girls to, if they like to sing. I like to sing, so I don't have the opportunity, but the girls would, and they're able to...
You don't have the opportunity to sing in the midst of your work?
No, well, on my own. On my own. But we have a partnership with the Metropolitan Opera Guild where the girls are able to learn techniques. That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Really
that is
amazing. And, we're a school of great tradition. Great tradition. Last week we had our ring day tradition, 52 years old, last Friday. And the girls, here's my ring, and Alexandra has her ring as well. And what the girls do is they roller skate from Poe Park on the Grand Concourse.
With
the
police escort.
With the police
escort.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to share, my eyes lit up because I love roller skating.
Yeah.
Had we known about this.
Oh yeah.
But this is gonna continuously happen, right?
There should be some pictures
every year.
Yeah. There should be some pictures that I sent. But anyway.
Okay, well, can we look at those roller skating pictures?
There's a shot of Alex in one of them.
Okay, so
Tell her the story.
Yeah, tell me the story about the roller skating.
Well, yeah, we skate from Poe Park all the way to school. We go down like a huge hill. Everyone from school is at the bottom of the hill cheering us on. Our parents are lined up on the side of the hill, and it's actually a lot more difficult than I expected because we practice junior year. We start practicing. But we don't actually practice the amount of skating we have to do to get from Poe Park to our school. So it's a lot of work, but I think it has a really good reward because when you get to the top of the hill and you see everyone cheering you on, it can be a little scary. A lot of girls decide to walk down the hill instead of skate because you pick up a lot of speed, and I found that out the hard way when I was going down. But, some girls fell, but they got right back up, and it's a really fun tradition, and it's something that a lot of schools don't have traditions, let alone traditions that are almost 60 years old. So it's something it's something that makes our school really special.
And another part of it is after the ring day fiasco and fun and skating, there's a ceremony, and the girls are given their rings, and if their sister, their mom, or their aunt went to the school, their mom will present. That person will present their ring to them. I'm telling you, not a dry eye in the house. It's really a sweet moment.
It sounds emotional.
Yeah.
Emotional going down the hill.
I'm not trying it.
You're not trying
No, I'm not trying it, no.
So how long have you been a father here?
This is my fourth year here at the Academy of Mount St. Ursula. I taught here part-time in the 80s. And then I was asked to come back and try to keep the school operating and successful. And this has been the most challenging work I've had, basically, as a priest in 40 years.
Well, it sounds like you're doing a wonderful job.
We're trying.
The majority of your students go to college, right?
Oh, yes.
That's a big factor.
98%.
98%. That's a nice percentage.
And they go to great
And they go
schools.
to Ivy League colleges.
Yes.
Cornell, Harvard. I mean, we have the Gates Millennium Scholarship, for example. We've had, I think, 4 girls win within the last 6 years. And I'm not sure if you're aware of how this is presented. It's presented to one student per state. So we've been able to get 4 girls from our school within the last 6 years to have been recipients of the Gates Millennium Scholarship. That's pretty amazing.
That is pretty amazing.
That says
Yes,
why
it
our
is.
school is so. It's spectacular. I mean, I hate to use that word, but that's what we are. Really are.
It's a great word, spectacular.
Why not? A jewel in the Bronx. It really
It's a jewel in the Bronx. Okay, so being a jewel in the Bronx, is there a certain criteria that students need to meet in order to be accepted into the school? Do they have to go through a test process?
There is an entrance exam that's offered to 8th graders, and also we look at their grammar school record, behavioral record, academic record, before we make a decision about accepting a student.
And so when they go to this open house, are there papers and things of that nature that they can obtain that, let's just say, for example, somebody right now is watching and their child is maybe in the 5th grade and they want to go to the open house to start preparing them.
Absolutely. Yes, and we're seeing that. We're seeing more and more of younger girls looking at the school, 6th grade, 7th grade, yes.
We have a program called the Shadow Day program, which I think is so amazing because what we do is we invite, a 7th, or it's been so successful, we've now opened it up to 7th graders. And it's for 7th and 8th grade girls to come to our school, and we'll match them up with a Mount St. Ursula student, a host student, and they'll get to spend the day with Mount St. Ursula to see what it's like to be a high school student, to be an Ursula girl, and it's changed, it's opened a lot of their minds. I hate to use the word open, but
Why? We love that you use the word open.
I should say I love to use the word open.
We love the word
Exactly,
open.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So-
it's actually apropos.
Yeah, perfect, exactly. So it's been so successful that we've opened up, as I said, to 7th graders, and we've got a really great turnout from people asking all the time, I want to come for a shadow day. And it just opens opens the girls' minds to what it's like to be on a campus. We have a 10-acre campus. 10 acres.
You're a great recruit person.
Oh.
I want to go to Ursula now.
You could be an honorary grad.
I would love to be an honorary grad. So
girl.
being an Ursula girl, can you share with everyone what that means?
Ursula, like I said before, it's tradition. So it's being an Ursula girl, you're around your sisters. They're not your classmates, they're your sisters. Your teachers are your family, and you guys form like a bond that's much stronger than I've ever experience that any elementary school or my friends have ever experienced at their high schools, I feel like. And it just, we're centered around tradition, we're centered around family, and I think that's the most important part of our school.
That's beautiful. So there's a bond.
Yes.
There's a bond besides the educational
Right.
component, which is important because, you know, when you go to college, you're probably going to form another bond. So speaking of which, so you're graduating in 2012. Do you know what college you're going to?
I'm applying early decision to NYU next week. So.
Nice. Are you in the arts entertainment
Yes.
in the entertainment field?
Yeah, I do all the school productions and everything like that. So I'm applying for a major in musical theater.
Nice. Are you in the producing side or the performing side?
Performing.
Performing. Yes, she's like performing.
She's open though.
Yes, open. That's right. What are we discussing? Open house. And we are on open. Beautiful. This is wonderful. Okay, so before we go, can we just share the information on how people can actually be a part of the open house that you guys are offering?
Sure.
Date.
It's this Sunday, October 23rd from 12 noon to 3 p.m. Come on by. We're right over 330 Bedford Park Boulevard. We'll be there. And, girls
Plenty
are
of
looking
parking.
forward. Plenty of
Plenty of
parking.
parking. That's a good.
Alexandra is an ambassador, so she'll be one of the girls who will be, giving tours.
Nice.
And we'll be giving gifts and,
Showing off our clubs and everything.
yeah,
That's
really showcasing the school. It's just, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, no, and so if somebody were watching right now, their website they can go to just kind of browse through the clubs and things of that nature.
Exactly. And they'll see our commercial as well on our website. And that's continuing to run as well on Cablevision. So.
And that's amsu.org. Right. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Father John Vigilante.
Thank you, Rhina.
Julia Myers. Bartley, yes?
Bartley, yes.
Bartley. And of course, I can't forget Alexandra Tanfierro. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. And
Thank you very
for
much,
doing
Rhina.
such a wonderful job. Just continuing to educate our community on a level of making everything possible, everything and anything possible, such as going to an Ivy League college. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. We hope you actually take advantage of going to the open house. And once again, for more information on Mount St. Ursula, you can check out their website by going to amsu.org or you can call them at 718-364-5353. And of course, go to their open house this Sunday, which begins at 11 a.m. to 3. Right? 12 noon. Oh, all right. So I guess I'm doing. They'll be there. However, you'll just have to wait around to sign the papers. All right. No, once again. So it's at 12 noon. 12 noon, people, this Sunday. Check it out. It might be something that you might need to hear. Yeah. All right. So we have to take a quick break. I hate when that happens, but we do. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We've got more open when we return.
Next fall, I'm going to Cornell.
I'm going to Hunter.
Columbia University. You need a great education, a school that prepares you for college.
The Academy of Mount St. Ursula is the college prep school for girls. The teachers here are amazing.
Not only do they help us learn the material, they make it fun and interesting. It has such a warm environment.
It's really easy to fit in. We all become sisters quickly.
We're located on a beautiful hill on Bedford Park Boulevard.
Come visit the Academy of Mount St. Ursula. Ustedes amarán todo lo que ven.
Be free. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad. Nice.
Charles!
Nice, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Hey, how's it going?
Sir, are you okay?
What? Oh, this? It's probably nothing. I'm sure it'll go away.
Go away? But, sir, that can't be good.
No, it's cool. Really.
Do you want a napkin or something?
Everything's fine. Thanks.
You wouldn't ignore this. So why ignore the signs of a stroke? At the first warning signs, call 911 immediately. Because time lost is brain lost.
Hello, welcome back to Open. Rhina Valentin here, honorary Ursula girl. All right, that was the past segment, but moving it right along. Our next guests are two of the founders of the Riverdale Festival of the Arts, a community event filled with live music, performances, and original art from a large group of artists. That's right. To tell us more about the festival, we welcome Executive Director Tracy Shelton and producer Linda Manning. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
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 Okay, so I have to put my pom-poms away. I guess you know we were just doing the Ursula thing, but now we're into women empowerment through unity, through creating a festival to actually shed light on communities. So, Tracy?
All right.
All right. Well, you're the executive director of the BID, actually, the Kings Bridge.
Actually, no, it's the Development Corporation.
Right. Yeah, sorry. Kingsbridge,
Riverdale
Van Cortlandt
Development
Corporation.
And we go by KRVC. It's a lot easier.
Okay.
And well, one of the big things that we do is work to really try to enrich the community in any way that we can. We work with businesses and schools and organizations, and one of the big things we like to do is bring people out to things, to really stimulate our community, the businesses, we give them a boost. And then one wonderful way to do all of that, to get everybody out, to get everybody together, to bring our community out and to really strengthen it, is through art and music. And that's what this festival is all about. It's about the marriage of art, music, children's entertainment, performances, the businesses, schools, organizations, the whole community, and just really celebrating what we have to offer in our community.
That's beautiful. And you're actually one of the producers?
Yes, I'm putting together the music for the day. Yeah. We have the Eric Alexander Trio. Eric Alexander is an internationally known saxophonist, and he's just extraordinary. His improvisational skills are incredible. That's sort of, to me, what's thrilling about jazz. They have the melody, they have the piece of music, but where they go with it, it's different every time with each performance. He's on at noon, and then at 1 o'clock is Sweet Fix, which is a New York City rock band. And these guys are just, they're great musicians, but they're also just super hot on stage, and they're wonderful to watch. The lead singer, Tommy Walker, is something else. And then we have the Bronx Arts Ensemble at 2:15, and they speak for themselves. They're a great classical group. And then at 3 o'clock, Raleigh Micic and Alma Micic, who are here today to perform. They're also jazz artists, but they have an incredibly original sound, the two of them. It's utterly unique. They're both composers. They're originally from Serbia, and they just are haunting and beautiful, their music. I love it.
Yeah, I'm really curious because all founders, right? There's three of you that founded
right,
this
right.
And you're all women, right?
Right.
We love the women empowerment.
Right.
And so just out of curiosity, how did you guys find each other to form this festival?
Well, it goes back about a year or so ago, I would say, when we all sort of came together. And we all participated in an event in the same location a year ago. And everyone came out for that. The other person who we work with is Lisa Cooper, who owns an art gallery, Alyssa Contemporary Art, in our community. And for this event, she's curating all of the art, and she's bringing artists from all over our community and art organizations, and it's just, going to be fabulous. And we met a year ago in doing a much smaller scale event, which was mostly targeted to businesses and children's entertainment in the same location. And Linda came as promoting her jazz, and Lisa came with her own art display. And we did have some other music there and entertainment, and it was lovely. But one of the things that Linda actually said at the event is, we need to do this even bigger and better. And Lisa said the same thing, we need to do this bigger and better. And then we actually did plan an event. We helped to plan an event with the South Riverdale Merchants Association that took place in the spring. And unfortunately that day it poured rain. So we really, we had amazing programming, amazing art, but we couldn't control the weather, and it did put a damper on things. But it was still a fabulous day, and we learned a lot from that experience.
Yeah, and we wanted to work together. The three of us are, we've come to be good friends, but we also Riverdale needs this, and we can all feel it in our lives every day, you know, and we wanted to make this thing happen.
You seem like a powerhouse. We've had Lisa on the show.
So you know,
yes,
you know her.
right.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I had to ask about like the unity, because it's like the three of you are powerhouses. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
And also, you come from different aspects of business, and where you're in the music, Lisa's actual visual arts, and then your business. Right.
Right.
Exactly.
So we're all putting our different heads where we need to be, but we're also just all doing everything to make Sunday come together.
Yes, and you keep referencing children's theater or children's entertainment. Like, what do you offer there?
To start off at 11:30, the Riverdale Children's Theater will be doing a couple songs from their production of The Little Mermaid.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be sweet. And then at the end, the Riverdale Repertory Company at 3:45 will be doing a piece from their new production, Curtains. And we're also having art projects, 4 interactive art projects for kids during the day at 4 different tables.
Nice. Is there age range? I mean, because Charm Vida is totally into arts. That's my daughter, and so Sunday sounds like a
it's
fun, full day.
The age range is wide open. There'll be a few clowns. There'll be a stilt walker. There'll be face painting. There'll be good food.
Plus, this actually is taking place on the same day as PS 81's Fall Fun Day. So that's right on the same block. Because we're on 256th Street between Moshalo and Delafield, plus on the grounds of Riverdale Neighborhood House, and then just up the block is PS 81. And they're having a fabulous Fall Fun Day with lots of stuff for kids as well. So it just is going to be a whole block of fun.
And it sounds like a whole block of fun. I mean, I was just a cheerleader. Now I'm...
Do it again.
So first I was an Ursula girl. Now I'm like a Riverdale Festival girl.
Oh, great.
Yes,
great. Thank you.
Clown, I should say.
No,
I wouldn't mind being dressed up as a clown. That's why I said clown. I always wanted to be a clown.
And
no, I just went there for a moment. Yes, you were saying.
To promote this, actually, last week we had a news conference with the clown. We had a couple of the performers, and we had it at the art gallery. And Bronxnet came, News 12 came, and it was a wonderful promotion of the upcoming event. So we're really excited about. We've gotten just a lot of publicity. Bronxnet's been great. Other media outlets have been great. We've been all over the place online. So we're hoping for an enormous turnout on Sunday, and it's supposed to be a pretty day this time.
Yay!
And we haven't. I mean, Lisa Cooper, who owns Lisa Contemporary Art, isn't here. We haven't talked that much about the art, but it's going to be beautiful. She's collected of varying different artists, and the fine art is going to be stunning.
It's very
really.
Universal, right? She's very into the just bringing in diversity,
right?
And that's what this whole festival is about, right?
There's nothing better than the live experience. If it's standing in front of a painting, what happens to you when you see something you've never seen before, or if it's hearing a piece of music and watching an artist express themselves, it doesn't replace anything, being right there in the moment. And that's definitely a part of what this is. It's exceptional to be there and to feel what these people are putting out in their work. It changes you. It goes in and it feeds your soul. Truly
Lisa
does.
has at her art gallery, she has Meet the Artists. Well, there's going to be like 7 or 8 artists there, probably more artists there that day with their art, plus art from other galleries and from, and then we'll have photographers who do that sort of art. So it's just really going to be a wonderful experience where you can actually talk to people about what were you thinking when you did this piece, and what is this, kind of, if you can't really tell what something is, what is this exactly, and just to get their interpretation. And there's nothing like it whenever Lisa has her events, and I think she's actually having one October 29th, the following week, where you can meet an artist in the work that she has there now. Those are always fabulous. It's always really great to be able to speak to that artist, and this is one where you can just walk up and down and meet several artists and talk about their art.
That are actually going to be present, not just their work.
Yes.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, ladies.
Of course.
This
Thank
sounds
you.
really exciting.
Yeah,
it really does. And, just to make sure we get it right, Tracy Shelton, the Executive Director of KRVCDC.
Okay.
Right.
And, of course, we have Lisa Manning.
Linda. That's right.
Lisa
Cooper.
Right,
We're talking about Lisa Cooper. It's Linda Manning.
Linda Manning, Lisa Cooper. They're the founders. And for more information on the Riverdale Festival of the Arts, you can go to their website. And that's happening on Sunday at 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And their website is riverdalefestivalofthearts.com. Thank you once again, ladies.
Thank you.
And, well, I guess Charm Vida and I are going to be there on Sunday, so we've got quite the itinerary this weekend. Don't go anywhere, people. Up next, Bobby C. with sports is up next. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I create the feeling that keep them coming back, so captivating when I get it on the floor. New York and
we can all be energy savers. It's easy. Turn off lights. Use energy-saving light bulbs. And turn off electronics and appliances when not in use. Make a change and we can really fly. Learn more at energy.gov/kids.
This is Bobby C. reporting from Rose Hill, where the learning curve for a young Fordham football team is still taking shape. The Rams are still learning on the job, and that was evident in a 34-12 defeat to 8th-ranked Lehigh. Fordham trailed 20-5 at half against one of the nation's premier offenses. In defeat, the Rams lost their 4th straight and are now 1-5, while Lehigh improved to 6-1. Despite Fordham's record, the Mountain Hawks did not take the Rams lightly coming in.
This is a tough place to play. I really think it is, and they've got good young players. You know, I think it was a good quality win for us to get here today. I thought our kids battled hard, and we had some chances to make it a game, but we didn't make any plays. You know, we didn't make any plays on the offensive side when we had some chances to make it a game. But give Lehigh credit; they're a really good football team. They might be the best Patriot League team I've seen in a long, long time.
Lehigh QB Chris Lum had a career day, passing for 416 yards and 3 scores.
Solid day today. Those 2 really poor decisions I'd like to take back, but I think just running the ball really helped and set up some of the play action. The offensive start for the offensive line, they did really well. It gave me a lot of time to throw the ball too. So I think. Very solid day for the offense.
As for the Rams, the coaching staff is simply trying to keep up the spirits and continue to make improvements on and off the field.
We have some challenges out in front of us. You know, we have to still go up to West Point and play Army with a battered defense. And the bottom line is we're playing so many young kids that, you know, it's a great, you know, we're taking a beating.
Fordham will now hit the road for 3 straight, starting at Lafayette this Saturday. Where are the Dolphins when you need them? Fordham football could use the Miami Dolphins. The New York Jets certainly did on Monday night. Gang Green got healthy on the 0-5 Dolphins, but that wasn't the whole story. Here's our latest Jet Insider. Let's catch up with the 4 newest members of the Jets Ring of Honor. The Jets welcomed Freeman McNeil, Larry Grantham, Jerry Philbin, and Al Toon into the Ring of Honor Monday night at MetLife Stadium. Defensive standouts Grantham and Philbin starred on the Super Bowl III team in 1969, while McNeil and Toon were the centerpieces of Gang Green's offense in the 1980s.
Because of you, this is possible. Thank you.
Toon was also a 3-time Pro Bowler. The star wide receiver had a Jet record 101 consecutive games with a reception.
I'm humbled, and I appreciate all that you guys have done for me.
It's pretty nerve-wracking because this is not what I do every day. But, you know, it's a tremendous honor to be here. Thank the Jet fans. You know, obviously they've shown me love for many years, and it's awesome to be back.
It was a great night for the 4 legends.
I also want to thank my friends and family that are here this morning, and I want to thank you, the New York Jets fans, for your loyalty all these years. Go Jets!
As for the Monday night showdown with lowly Miami. The Jets started slow, but a 100-yard interception return by Darrelle Revis for a touchdown lifted the home team to a 24-6 victory. The Green and White ended their 3-game skid and moved back to the 500 mark at 3-3 while keeping the Dolphins winless. Jets running back LaDainian Tomlinson said the team came in a bit tight, but that Revis's big play got them going.
So I think them things and some of the stuff that, probably early on that we did, getting off to a slow start, kind of contributed to, kind of the spiral at the beginning of the game.
The Jets honored their 4 new members of the Ring of Honor with a victory, something safety Jim Leonard, a friend of Al Toon's, took a lot of pride in.
I actually know Al Toon pretty well. I was kind of hoping to get to see him here tonight, but those guys are legends. They're true Jets, and they've had a lot of success. We got a lot of respect for them.
Gang Green will try to be legendary themselves this Sunday when the San Diego Chargers come to town. The Jets' quest for their Super Bowl Ring of Honor continues. The first-place New York Giants don't need any time off with the way they're playing these days, but injury-plagued Big Blue will take the bye week this weekend and center their attentions on Miami when they return to MetLife Stadium on October 30th. A week after dropping an ugly ball game to Seattle at home, the Giants pulled out a 27-24 win against surging Buffalo in the Meadowlands. Fleet-footed running back Ahmad Bradshaw stole the show, scoring 3 rushing TDs in a career day. Let's take a look.
I did a great job today. He opened it up, and I think that's what kept him back a little bit on their heels, and we were able to just run it.
Proud of the guys. Ahmad, receivers, everybody. Emphasis on protecting the ball, offensive line for blocking things up, not put us in bad situations, and we played smart football.
Every time I'm out on the field, I put my heart out there. And, I just try to run with anger, just try to use my speed and my power.
Our job as a defense is to go out there and stop the opposing team off, and I think we did a good job of that. We didn't start off well early on in the game, giving up 2 big plays, but other than that, I think we rallied, kept fighting, and was ultimately able to get the W.
The Giants will welcome back stars Justin Tuck and Brandon Jacobs from injury when they return from the bye week. For now, things are shaping up nicely for the Giants. The hot stove is already underway in the Bronx, with the Yankees exiting the postseason earlier than expected. All the buzz is not only on whether the Bombers will be able to retain ACC Sabathia's services, but also the moves the Yankees are expected to make. Will Nick Swisher return? What will the Yankees do with A.J. Burnett? And so on and so forth. The latest news, however, centers around another possible Japanese import bound for New York. According to sources, the Yankees have scouted Japanese pitcher Yu Darvish, a star from the World Baseball Classic, and have not dismissed the idea of pursuing the 25-year-old if he goes through the posting process required by Major League Baseball. Darvish went 18-6 with a 1.44 ERA in Japan last season. Did the Yankees learn from Kiyagawa? While the Yankees are always looking to make a deal, the NBA these days can't seem to do the same. The union and the owners spent the week in lengthy talks, but Thursday, just when things were looking to be on the up and up, the two sides have made it clear that they remain far apart. Talks have been called off for now with no additional negotiations planned anytime soon. It's that time again for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. The World Series is all even following another nail-biter Thursday night. St. Louis captured Game 1. Texas took Game 2, rallying in the ninth for a 2-1 win in St. Louis. The series shifts to Texas this weekend for Games 3 and 4. The New York Red Bulls are playoff bound after a 1-0 win over Philadelphia Thursday night. From the soccer field to the ice, where the New York Rangers won their second straight. The Blue Shirts topped Calgary 3-2 in OT Thursday night, and after a slow start appear back on track. The Rangers will be at Edmonton Saturday night. From the college hardwood, Momo Jones has been granted a hardship waiver by the NCAA. The new Iona College guard will have 2 years of eligibility. He returned to his native New York to help his ailing grandmother. In other local sports news, Monroe College, a JUCO in the South Bronx and neighboring New Rochelle, will be adding football to their sports program. A little more college pigskin for our fans in the Bronx. The trade season has opened up in the NFL. When Oakland starter Jason Campbell went down with injury, the Raiders struck a deal this week with Cincinnati to bring QB Carson Palmer out of retirement. Palmer will likely start this weekend for the Raiders. The trade is a lifesaver for Palmer and Oakland, but no NFL deal thus far has had bigger ramifications than the one that may have saved running back Jerome Harrison's life. Literally. The Detroit running back was on his way to Philadelphia for Ronnie Brown, an undisclosed pick in 2013, but the deal was called off when doctors performing a physical discovered Harrison has a brain tumor. And on a very somber note, 33-year-old Indy racer Dan Weldon was killed last Sunday in a tragic crash. The racing world continues to mourn his passing. Those are the headlines. Let's hit the C-list for the free agent the Yankees should sign. With all this business about the Bronx Bombers heading overseas with continued interest in importing rather than finding talent here in the States, I believe the Yankees should look no further than Libya. According to multiple reports, the Libyan fighter who captured Gaddafi on Thursday was wearing a Yankee cap. Obviously, this guy wants a shot with the Bombers. Literally. Where was this guy a few weeks ago? Forget about trying to defeat your enemy on the baseball diamond. Sometimes in order to win it all, you've got to be a hot shot. Shoot me if that's not funny. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C. Back to you, Rhina Valentin. Isn't that awesome? The Yankees are everywhere. They're global.
They are global.
Shoot me if that's not funny. Ooh, I guess it's not. Goodbye.
Thank you, Bobby C.
Back in the shot.
And you're back.
Off the shot.
You're out of the shot.
Back in the shot.
Okay.
There we go.
We're shot.
Till next time.
I'm shooting you out. Bye, Bobby. Don't you go anywhere, because when we return, our open artist spotlight is shining on some jazzy music. We'll be right back.
The magical thing about using energy wisely is that anyone can do it. Turn off lights. Use energy-saving light bulbs. And turn off computers and game systems when not in use. Make a change and we can really fly. Grab a grown-up and go online to energy.gov/kids.
Mom, I'm not gonna go to college.
What are you saying? You've got to go to college.
Well, they offered me a job and...
Son, college is much more important.
No.
Yes.
No, Mom.
Yes.
Anyways, it's my decision.
Okay, well then decide what degree you're going to get, because you will go to college.
Their tomorrow depends on your words today. The Hispanic Scholarship Fund has the information you need to help your kids go to college.
Did you find the flashlight and the batteries?
Yes.
Did you make sure we're not missing anything in the first aid kit?
Yep.
Did you go through the plan with the kids again?
Yes.
The more you prepare today, the more you'll be able to reduce the devastating effects of a tornado, an earthquake, a power outage, or any other disaster.
Hello and welcome back to Open. Rhina Valentin here. The lights are shining bright. The stage is set. It is now time for our Open Artist Spotlight.
The Open Artist Spotlight is made possible in part with public funds from the Bronx Council on the Arts through the New York State Council on the Arts Decentralization Program.
Our Open Artist is comprised of a husband and wife team, Alma and Rael Micic. They're both born in Serbia and migrated to the U.S. in the 90s. They moved to New York City, and well, they are both highly talented musicians in their own right. And they're going to be performing for us right here, as well as the Riverdale Festival of the Arts event on Sunday. Please give a warm welcome to Alma and Rael Micic.
You'd be so nice to come home to. You would be so nice by the fire while the breeze on high sang a lullaby. You'd be all that I have desired under stars chill by the way. winter, under an August moon burning above. You'd be so nice, you would be paradise to come home to and love. You'd be so nice to come home to. You would be so nice by the fire, while the breeze on high sang a lullaby. You'd be all that I have desired under the stars, chilled by the winter, under an August moon burning above. You'd be so nice, you'd be paradise to come home to and love, to come home to and love, to come home to and love.
Woo!
Thank you.
Rael and Alma Michich. Hello, hello. I'm just going to stand right here in the middle, and I just want to thank you so much for that wonderful, wonderful song.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, if you could just speak into the mic,
Sure.
because just so that our viewers can hear you, that's so wonderful. So just share a little bit about your history, because you're both from Belgrade, but you actually are both in the music field. You teach. Let's start with you.
Well, we actually both went to Berklee College of Music, and that's where we went, where we met, and the cafeteria of the school, I believe, right? the romantic place. And we moved to New York City in 2000. We both lead our own separate groups. Ral is a composer, and actually just finished the week at the Village Vanguard with the Tom Harrell group. And I also record and perform. We both have 3 records. You have? I have 2 out. And we're also locally based in Riverdale in the Bronx, where we run a small music school. And we try to do some things for the community as well. So we love it here in the Bronx, and we're very happy to be on the show with you today.
Yes, no, we're happy to have you. That was so wonderful. It
Thank
really
you.
was. And it's so wonderful, all the things that you're doing with passing it on, not just out there performing. I mean, you've been in a lot of, when it's your turn, Rael, we can do, okay, no, well, because you've actually toured and you're pretty out there in the jazz field. Is there any particular reason why you chose the music jazz like that?
I don't know. It was just something that that drew us to it, and sort of made our destiny for us, actually. And that was the reason for us to come to this country originally. So I think if it weren't for jazz, we would have never come here. So it was sort of the path that the jazz sort of selected us and took us over here. So
that's interesting that you would say jazz selected you.
I guess so.
Yes, and so just out of curiosity, are you able to transfer that to your culture?
Yes, I mean, we absolutely have, parts of our culture involved in the music that we write, especially Rale. He draws a lot of, the heritage that we have, the Slavic heritage, and puts it into his compositions. So he's very inspired in that sense.
So the actual pronunciation is Rale,
yes.
not Rael.
Yes.
Are you used to be called Rael?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but it's Rale, because it's Michich.
Yes.
Love it. And so, okay, so you have the music school, and you also are out there performing jazz. Now, just to be clear, you have a separate group than he has.
Yes, but sometimes we do perform together, like here,
Yes,
and,
here we
locally in New
go.
York City. And
Nice.
we did some shows in London this summer, and it was just the two of us with rhythm section. So it was quite lovely. We actually love performing together, but since we have a family, it's not always easy to accomplish.
You have a family of how many? I saw the little one here
we
today.
We have 3 children.
You have 3. How old are they?
Yes, 9, 6, and 1.
9, 6, and 1. Are they
Yes.
playing instruments already?
They are. Both girls are studying piano very well, very successfully. So we'll see
Nice.
what the little one chooses to do. Possibly drums.
Already?
He likes to bang on things.
Yeah. You sure it's not that you're not designing a band?
Whatever they want to do, is, as long as they're happy. So.
Yeah, no, that's great. It's great. It's great. Which makes it even more great what you're doing on Sunday. Now, share a little bit about what your portion of the performance aspect is going to consist of.
Well, actually, we're there in sort of in 2 ways. We're one of the sponsors of the festival as the Riverdale Music Studio, which is our music school, and then we're also performing. Between 3 and I believe 3:45 is approximately, or 3:30 is our slot. So we'll be performing a short jazz concert comprised of jazz standards and some of our own compositions that we recently released.
Nice. Who composes the music?
Well, let's hear for the composer. He writes all of his music that when he works with his band, he only performs his music. That's his main thing. I sort of mix and match. I write some songs, then I do some standards, then I do some covers. So for me, it's different because I'm a singer. But with instrumental music, it's pretty much Raleigh is an amazing composer, and all his 3 releases have been comprised completely almost out of his own compositions.
So what does your day consist of as a
Oh, my
family, as a
goodness.
whole? You sing around the
yeah.
house. He goes around making notes. And
It's a lot of
composing
work.
music.
Yeah, we work very hard every day. Actually, the mornings are usually when we practice and compose and work on music, and then the afternoon we spend with the kids, or one of us goes to teach or to perform in the city somewhere. So it's a very busy life, we have to say.
Beautiful. How many instruments do you play?
I play only one, and guitar is my main instrument. I mean, I started with violin when I was very young, and I play a little bit of piano, but this is my main instrument now.
That's your main. But, in order to compose, you have to be able to hear the sounds of the other
Of
instruments,
course, yeah,
right?
you gotta know the other instruments well, but not necessarily to play them, but to know them, yes.
Yeah, got it. This is beautiful. You guys are a wonderful couple. The energy that you exude together is really beautiful.
Thank you. It's a good life together, I have to say. We're very thankful for it.
Nice. So, once again, the festival is going to be taking place exactly where? Marshall Park?
The festival is, taking place. I know the best thing would be to check out the website, because the actual address, I believe it's West 256th Street, that's going to be closed off.
Okay.
It's by PS 81 and Neighborhood House. So if you just go to RiverdaleFestivalOfTheArts.com, they're going to give you all the information. So we're actually have to look it up to make sure we get there. That we're at the right place at the right time.
That's great. That's great. And just share the website information for the school as well, so that if anybody's interested in taking classes on any instruments. What instruments do you teach there?
We offer a guitar, piano, voice, and violin. And the school website is riverdalemusic.com, so it's very easy to remember.
riverdalemusic.com,
Yes.
and then we have almajazz.com for you.
Yes, and Raleigh Micic for Raleigh, RALEMICIC.
Beautiful. Will you play us out once I say goodbye to everybody?
Yep, absolutely. We'll do one more
Thank you so
song
much.
for you.
Awesome. We love that. Thank you once again. Alma Raleigh Micic. I got it right. It's with the accent. That's right.
Thank you.
For music. And for more on Alma and Raleigh, you can check out their websites once again at almajazz.com and raleigmicic.com. And of course, we are talking about the Riverdale Festival of the Arts, which is happening this Sunday. And go to riverdalefestivalofthearts.com for more information on that event that starts at 11 a.m. Unfortunately, we are out of time. I hate when that happens. But we'd like to thank all of our guests, including Alma and Raleigh Micic, Father John Vigilante, Julia Myers Bartley, Tracy Shelton, Linda Manning, Bobby C., and the entire crew of today's show. We want to thank you always for tuning in, watching us at home and online, and you can tune into the Recablecast tonight and throughout the weekend. As always, I'm Rhina Valentin, and from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide peace, prosperity, and love. Mwah. Adios, everybody.
My man, he don't love me, treats me oh so mean. My man, he don't love me, treats me oh so mean. He's the lowest man, not really, that I've ever seen. He wears high drape bands, straps are really